Hi there. Hey, thanks for stopping in and taking a walk with us this week. This is Pastor Ben Adams, and this is...
the wife. Lorie. Hi.
Hey, we appreciate you taking the time to take a listen today. So, we're going to ask each other some questions. Okay, so we're going to ask questions. I'm going to ask questions to Lorie about myself. And then I'm going to write down my answer. She's going to write down her answer. And then we're going to go back and forth here for a few questions. See if we
listen
and know.
We're talking about listening. How well do you listen?
Okay, so, all right, who's going first?
You.
I'm asking first?
You're asking me.
Okay. All right, and you can't look at my answers.
I won't.
Okay, promise, because
so this is
camera proof.
This is questions that he's asking.
There's questions
about himself to see if I know the answer.
I said that already.
I didn't
Thank
listen
you.
very well.
Obviously, she is not listening at all.
I did.
All right, we're off to a good start. Let's see how you do on this first question. All right, Lorie Adams. How many miles did I bike today?
Ooh.
All right, answer?
Yay!
Oh, that was well done.
I did.
Well
listen.
done. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my turn?
Well, yeah, we're going to alternate.
Oh, okay.
Again, she has trouble listening.
Okay. This is about me. What is my favorite food?
Your favorite food in the whole world?
Yeah. Whoa.
Okay, ready?
That's a lot of writing.
Oh, I hope it's the right thing. Cheese.
Right?
Oh, man.
Okay, he knows me.
Lorie and likes
Okay.
cheese. All right. Question number 2.
Okay.
Where are my favorite pair of jeans from? Favorite pair in the whole world. If I was going to get raptured and take up into heaven, what do you got? What do you got, Lorie? Whoop.
I changed my mind.
Yeah, you can't change your mind.
Yeah, because I know.
Well, people thought.
You
American
did.
Eagle.
I wrote.
I
Look.
I
I started American Eagle.
Okay, that was it.
And then you said Raptor pants.
Well,
those are your Hollister pants.
Yeah, well, those I don't even know if I have those anymore.
Oh, okay.
But at one point, the Hollisters were my favorite.
Okay.
But now it's American Eagle. Super comfortable. All right.
All right, sorry I got that
All
wrong.
right, it's okay. You're fine.
What is my biggest pet peeve?
I have to single all your pet peeves to one
I said
answer?
The biggest
What? What?
The biggest one.
Wow. Okay. That's hard to narrow down. Go ahead. Okay,
That's it.
Well, that's it. Because you're napping with your mouth. Explain what that is.
Like chewing gum when it's like.
That's your single biggest pet peeve.
Loud chewing. That was pretty good.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's good. I was nervous because you only maybe just have a couple more pet peeves, not very many. All right. Who was my favorite teacher in school ever?
I know it.
Favorite teacher ever. Even though this was long before you and I
even knew each other.
ever even met. Okay. Well done, Mrs. Weaver.
And she said he was so bad that she was just going to lay him at feet of Jesus.
Yeah, Mrs. Harriet Weaver. Had her in my senior year. Sometimes she would look at me and go, Ben Adams, I don't know what else to do except just take you and put you at the feet of Jesus. And I would beg her not to do that. I'd be like, no, you deal with me. That's the story for another time. All right.
All right. What is my favorite flower?
Oh, I know.
You do.
Well, I think. I'm not sure how to. Lily?
Ah, you did know.
I did 2 L's though.
I don't. This one's right.
All right.
That's a
don't,
name,
Don't go by
like
that
Lily.
one. Oh. Well, we have a.
We have this in our flowers in our.
I have a great niece named Lily. All right. Last question for you about me. That one's too easy. That one's too easy. All right. What is my absolute favorite thing to watch on TV?
Like the actual show or like thing?
It's just favorite thing to watch on TV.
This is probably not it, but.
Okay, right? What do you got? History Channel.
What
All
did you?
right, I have college football.
Yeah. Okay.
If I can pick one
Okay.
thing watching TV, now that's my favorite channel probably. Be History Channel. Okay. All right, Lorie, last question for me.
All right. Where was the first place I ever flew in an airplane? I'm not writing.
Why not?
No.
All right, abbreviated. San Diego, California.
Oh, look at you.
San Diego, California, long before me.
That was pretty good.
Okay. All right.
That was good.
Thank you. You did good too.
Thanks.
Did we? We only had 1.5 wrong.
Yeah. That wasn't bad.
I was
That wasn't bad.
100%, I think.
Oh,
What? I'm just saying.
okay.
All right.
That wasn't
Why
bad.
don't you share the verse for today?
So, we're going to read from James 1:19. Understand this, my dear brothers and sisters. You must all be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. James 1:19.
All right. Seems kind of obvious. Why don't you elaborate on that a little bit?
So I think we did these questions to be fun, but as far as like how much do you listen
Yes.
to people? And I know Dallas had talked about this in his message last week. You know, how are we truly listening to people, whether it be even our kids? How do our kids feel about what's going on right now? Do we know how they feel? Do we know if they're sad or scared or just don't care, you know, those kind of things. How well are we really listening to each other? And I think that sometimes, not just necessarily a spouse, but in all aspects in our friendships and our lives, that sometimes we're all just like to go, you know, quick lifestyle, like hurry up, get the story done. And sometimes I have a short attention span that if it's a really, really long story, sometimes I wander. My mind wanders or something. But I need to work on that. That's something I have to work on to listen. Not saying I don't listen to people. Don't get me wrong.
No, I think you do
I
actually.
listen to people,
But
but
I also know that if people talk too long or go into too much detail, you're going to fade a little bit, which is understandable.
But that's
a lot
just-
of people do that.
yeah, everybody does that.
But,
But
you do,
anyways,
but you do listen to them.
how well are we listening to each other? And I think not only just quick to listen, slow to speak, is also goes hand in hand. And right now it's easy to get angry with sometimes what's going on. And I think that when we watch the news or when we do, you know, whatever's going on or whatever situation is coming up, it's hard to, if somebody else is talking about it, sometimes we want to give our opinion.
Right.
Rather than truly listening to that person. Because I think too, even just in our families and in our church home and in our friendships, people are really struggling. Deep down, I think that sometimes it's not even having an answer.
Right.
It's listening to them and really, truly being someone that is listening to each other. But I think for our spouse too is listening to each other because we care.
Right.
Not just because we are required to, but because we really care about that person or really care what they feel. I think that's lost sometimes.
It's important. I think it's lost a lot. Sometimes you'll hear someone say, "Boy, you're a really good listener," and you're like, "Is listening a skill?" Well, it's important, and I think all of us, even if you consider, if someone's told you you're a good listener, or maybe it's the opposite, like I said, you never listen. We all have an opportunity to be better at it.
Mm-hmm.
We always have an opportunity to be better at it. I was thinking about what Lorie said there, and if you've got little ones in your life, whether they're your kids or nieces and nephews or grandkids or just friends of yours, it's a great time to just have a conversation. Say, how do you feel about everything that's going on right now with school's not going back? How's that affecting you? What are your thoughts? Just listen.
Mm-hmm.
Just listen. Lorie and I were, whatever reason, God just didn't choose for us to have children of our own, but we've talked about that before. We've been able to share in so many kids' lives, teenagers' lives, our families and our friends' lives that we never would have been able to. So we know God had a complete purpose in it. And I remember at times years ago, some of our friends, a couple of them would say that, we were like Pied Pipers of kids because they would want to be around us and want to be with us. And one thing I always did, doesn't matter whether the person's 18 or 18 months old, in just jabbering, when a child is around me, I really do try to always listen to them, and I focus on them, and sometimes that's how you make a connection with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't change through any stage of life. So, Lorie and I just want to encourage you, work on your listening skills,
Mm-hmm.
and as she said earlier, listening is a love language.
Mm-hmm.
Listening is a way to express love. It's a way to show someone that you care. And it's not easy to do, especially when, we're busy or running different directions and everything. And stop, take a second, listen with the intent to understand.
Mm.
So I encourage you to do that. People around you, they want to be encouraged and know that you're listening to them.
Mm-hmm.
And even as we've talked about before, also, God wants you to listen to Him too.
Mm.
So listen to His voice. Listen to what He has to say to you in His Word. And I promise you, if you are quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger, that God can definitely make a difference in your life today, tomorrow, and beyond. So we encourage you to do that.
Yeah.
All right. God bless everybody. Thanks for stepping in, and be blessed. Walk with the King, and we'll see you next time.